Hello. Good evening.
How are you today?
Welcome to the Heirloom Hour, brought to you by The Anxious Tomato.
Yes.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Kate.
And this is episode 5.
Oh my god, it's episode 5, you guys! We made it. We need a little soundboard next time.
You know, we do. Well, a soundboard. Oh, like a little peep out of the...
There we go.
And some of our favorite catchphrases. It's kind of like radio.
Yeah, a little bit.
Doing radio.
It's podcast.
Mic check. I'm just checking the mic. Okay.
Yeah, everything good?
You never know. When you're doing a live
really
broadcast, you're never sure. So, welcome.
Yeah.
So happy to have you here today with us on this lovely special day. There's been a lot going on this month. I mean, like, for both of us.
Oh my gosh, so many things. Yeah.
Kate bought a house.
I did. I bought a house. Oh my gosh.
I'm so proud of you.
Craziest experience of my life to date.
I actually really like your place.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I was just over there on Monday.
Yeah.
And hung up some artwork, actually. So that
we
was
got
really great.
everything we wanted out of buying a house, which is not always really common in this market. I do not suggest buying a house in this market. I'm sorry to any real estate agents I know. It is a horrible market to buy in.
I guess it's this area too. Excuse me. I think I just
a little bit of...
Yeah, I don't know what was happening there. But we're happy to be here, and we're happy that you guys are here supporting us still. This is a great time to be alive, and we're just trying to get people on board with feeling good about their artwork.
We're doing, yep.
Do you feel good about your artwork?
I do feel good about my artwork. I also feel good about the fact that I'm about to start creating artwork again. It's been a hot minute since I've been able to do that, and now my studio is officially set up.
That's right.
And I am comfortable enough to go back to doing stuff, so I'm really excited.
Actually, that's really great. I'm happy for you, and I need to make more art. We should have art get-togethers. Here's an idea for everyone out there. An online art
together
party? I mean, things are opening up again, and we're going to be able to go out in public and go to art show openings, and we will keep you guys informed when we're doing stuff locally in Tacoma or Seattle.
That'd be great.
So you can come and mingle and do cool stuff.
Do you miss people?
Yes.
We miss people.
I do miss people.
We would like to see more people, especially doing art.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot that I had an accessory.
Oh, yeah, I love those.
Sorry.
She's got them in like 4 colors. No, you don't. You just have like 12 different pairs of sunglasses.
I only own this set in this color, but I do have at least a dozen pairs of sunglasses, which I've left with 2 of my friends over the past couple of days.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they were like, "You left your glasses here." I was like, "I have 12. It's gonna be just fine. I kind of want more, to be honest." Well, today,
gift idea. Yeah.
This month is a very special month. We have another wonderful, great local artist in the gallery this month, the month of June.
And she is so wonderful. I love her very much.
Yes, you and her have been acquaintances, friends.
We've been friends for a couple of years now.
Yes.
Since I think it was 2018.
Jennifer Moore.
November 2018.
Oh, yeah.
That I met her with the collective.
Cool. You used to work with her. Right?
Oh, no, I met her through the Tacoma.
You met her through the collective.
I met her through the collective, so.
Very good.
That is how that happened.
Kate and I used to be a part of the Tacoma Artists Collective.
Mm-hmm.
Very good times.
Mm-hmm. Great people.
Yeah, great people. I know. Looking forward to hopefully doing art shows with them in the future.
That'd be fantastic.
I know.
Hit us up, guys.
Stay local.
Yeah.
Get at us.
Gals. Yeah.
People.
We're in the know or something like that. Yeah.
In the know. But we're very happy to have Jennifer here.
We are.
She may or may not be here, actually, but we're happy to have her here with the gallery. We're happy to be supporting her artwork, and we're really excited to jump into the gallery, too.
Yeah, so exciting.
If you decide that you're feeling so inclined to donate to the arts, we'll send you a t-shirt.
Over $25?
$30.
$30.
If you'd like to donate $30.
$30, that's what it was, yeah.
You know, we'll mail you the shirt.
If you donate us anything, you get a button.
Local. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Button. Any donation amount at all gets you a button. Come on, then.
Focus. It really doesn't. There, it kind of did first. That's fine.
Sorry,
anyway.
it's all backwards. I can't take care of that.
But you get a button if you donate anything. You get a t-shirt if you donate $30 or more. Which is great. Yeah, they were made by you. I cut you off. I apologize.
The t-shirts were made locally.
Yes.
So you're supporting us by supporting them, by everyone collectively. Yeah. We shop local.
Yep. Local. And it's also is it POC-owned
Yes, it is.
facility as well.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so that's great.
His
So you're
name's
supporting
Willie.
awesome causes all around.
I know.
So great.
So wonderful.
Mhm.
So Jennifer is part of another art collective.
She is.
Called.
She is part of the 253 Collective, which is downtown next to my alma mater, which is great. Oh, over there. Corner.
Everything's backwards.
And
no.
so she has been a part. I'm not sure how long she's been a part of their collective, but as long as I've known her, she's always mentioned them. So for at least a couple of years.
Yeah, we visited there actually a few times now. It's a great space. It's in Tacoma. It's on
Jefferson.
And
So the top of the hill
17th,
of the school.
21st?
So, not 21st. Yeah,
1902?
1901.
1901?
1901? Yeah, look at us.
There it is.
That's Jennifer.
Is the information on there? 1901 South Jefferson, Suite 100.
There we go. Yeah,
there's Kate.
Perfect.
We went to the gallery. She's having another show there right now, actually, that you can go see.
Which is fantastic.
It is fantastic.
She does talk about it in her interview a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's called Bloom.
Mm-hmm.
And what's cool about Bloom is it's a 50% different artwork than what we're showing.
It is.
Yeah.
There's. I don't think we have. There's a little. Well, she does have artwork at the 253 Collective that's just there all the time. But right now she is. You can see some of it in the background actually.
Yes.
She has a whole other slew of pieces there, which is great.
Bloom, meaning there's a lot of botanical works in there. Mm-hmm. Obviously, yes, you can see them behind there.
Yeah.
Very good. Be supportive. Go out and support your friends and local businesses
local nonprofits actually. But it's
local
nonprofits,
great. Exactly.
Yeah, and
we had a good time.
If you are interested in joining a collective like the 253 Collective, after everything that you've heard, you can go to their website and they will tell you more information about.
Do we have their website information on here?
www.253collective.com.
They have an Instagram and a Facebook page, and they did put our information on their flyer.
Oh my God, we're famous.
I know, I wish. We got 3 people in the chat room right now.
Yeah, we're super famous.
It's like me on AOL Instant Messenger in 2005 waiting for somebody to come hang out. You know.
Only a certain age group of people will understand.
That's fine.
That's great.
It may not even matter.
Oh, I love it.
I have no idea. We don't have any comments yet. We like to check in and respond if anybody has any comments or questions. So, before we jump into the gallery, we just want to remind everybody that we're still doing a group art show.
Group art show! Yep.
We've had a few submissions already. We're super stoked about it. We just want you to be stoked about it too and feel comfortable submitting. Minors are welcome. We had a minor submit.
We did.
We have one minor submit.
She's
the artwork's really right there, actually. I was given the
awesome.
artwork I'm going to scan that in and get that going. But minors don't have to pay the whole submission fee.
It's $3.
$3 for minors.
Of their own money.
Of their own money.
Of their own money.
Be responsible.
Allowance money and all that jazz.
The theme is Fear and Technicolor. You can really go any way you want with that, really.
If somebody can tell that it incorporates Fear and Technicolor, I'm sure it'll be just fine.
My submission piece is literally sleeping right now.
Yeah,
so.
it's almost there.
I'd like to get into that.
Yeah, it's the next thing.
Fear and Technicolor. Tell your friends.
Yeah, that's great. Please tell your friends.
You know, I submitted to a very prestigious large art show recently in Seattle.
I'm excited about
that. We were kind of chuckling about it because you can kind of see what number in line you are when you submit, and I was like 217th. And I was like,
400
oh my goodness. Yeah. And then I waited like a week and then submitted additional work to their store where they do like a little gift shop. That's super cool. Kate actually joined our show before. And I was like 426 or something like that. That's a lot of submissions.
It's a lot of submissions.
They have 4 jurors. 4. The selection process is very deep. We do have a juror!
We're not revealing her name yet. But
no, you know what else I forgot? I forgot to send out an email about this art show because we've been so busy.
We're going to send out an email about this art show. If you go subscribe to our website, you will get this email. And then you can share it with other people.
I would like to send out an email about our juror eventually. I want to do a little blurb about her and her history with art.
Like a bio and stuff.
Essentially give her a bio. Yeah, just to introduce. I got an email from the Seattle Erotic Arts Festival is the name of the festival that I submitted to.
I love it so much.
I love it so much. And yes, they did send out an email to everyone who who was going to submit, like prior to opening the submission, introducing the jurors and like their history and who they are. And most of them have been in the arts for a while. Some of them are professional art. They're not actually. Some of them were artists, but they're mostly like curatorial staff, or
they've worked in the arts and around the arts.
Involved in the arts for quite some time. So there's that as well. Wonderful.
So yeah, no, that's great. And I'm super excited about it. So
fan-freaking-tastic. Let's just jump right into the gallery, shall we?
Okay, shall we?
Beer, beer, beer.
There it is.
I've been doing that too hard.
I know, we need that.
It's my new catchphrase, really. Oh yeah,
that's fair. So yeah, welcome to our gallery. If you've not been with us before, this is it in all its amazement.
I like the links you did here.
Yeah.
This is our Instagram feed that comes up. You can see our cool stuff. You can see our beautiful faces.
Beautiful faces. I love it.
Great.
I've gotten a haircut.
Nice.
Since then, but that's okay.
My hair's much less green.
That's okay.
I can really... So if you want to get to the gallery, you can just click on the picture or the Explorer, the current gallery. All of them are clickable. Go ahead, jump right in. You can follow along if you'd like.
Which would be so great.
The more the better, you know?
The more the better.
So here we are introducing Jennifer Moore. The title of her art show is Odds and Ends.
It is.
Which is great.
I love it. It's a very, very good name for this because her art style is consistent through the whole thing, but it is definitely bits and pieces from what seem like different parts of her life, which I think is fantastic.
It sure does.
Mm-hmm.
We don't normally read art statements, but this one's pretty small.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, so this show represents some of the variety and subject matter I have had the opportunity to create since launching my fine art career 5 years ago. Wonderful. Charcoal drawings are my passion, and I'm glad that I've been able to share it with people from coast to coast. This body of work showcases pieces I have selected personally as well as some from private collections.
There we go.
Wonderful.
All over the place.
Website?
Yeah.
Jennifer's website.
She has a website. Oh my goodness.
Oh, interesting that there's this text here. I didn't see the website, and I just picked this text.
Look at you.
Oh, wow.
You are the guru of just like feeling people out.
Really.
I love it. I wonder if that's her actual signature. If she had like her signature.
Is this your actual signature? I don't know if Jennifer is here with us tonight, but
if she is, she should say whether or not
yes,
that's her actual
her
signature.
art business is called 1441 Art, and I don't think we asked her a question about what this meant.
We didn't. I'm assuming that it's an address, but
an address. I mean,
that's give her.
That's a good thing to think about. Great. So Jennifer has a website and Instagram, and you can email her directly if you're interested in buying any of the pieces.
Yep, that's
a lot
her
of them
preferred.
are already sold.
Yeah, a lot of them are because they're fantastic.
So I'm just going to do a quick scroll through here. Great. All the way to the bottom here if you'd like to purchase their artwork. Eventually, we will facilitate sales.
We will.
Probably by next year.
Definitely by next year, if not by... Maybe we'll figure it out by Christmas.
Ooh.
And we can do
what if we did a Christmas sale?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
That's a great idea. So we should do a Christmas sale. We can reach out to everyone who's submitted so far.
Yep.
And have them make something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the collective, they did the 100th monkey, and you had to make a bunch of things.
Yeah.
What if we did that? We did a thing where everyone who's participated has to make an artwork piece,
That'd
or a dozen of them that we sell.
And then we put it all on sale. That'd be really cool. That's like a launching of our shop.
Yeah, anything.
We're geniuses.
We also take feedback, so if you'd like to let us
Please
know what
let
you
us
think,
know.
that would be great. Cool. So here we are.
Yes.
Charcoal drawings. Is everything a charcoal drawing?
All of these are charcoal drawings, and I'm pretty sure if not most of them are. It's charcoal removal. So you tone the page and then you use an eraser to work it out, and then you tone it again and work it out. She speaks of it. She actually gives an example.
There's a demo in the interview.
But yeah, so it's a very interesting process. It was my favorite in college to learn. Was this method.
Charcoal removal.
I have a few pieces in my house that I really like. It was paper bags was one of them that was really hard.
Paper bags, that would be hard.
Yeah, like 2 paper bags.
That's a good still life. Were you
muscular
looking at the paper bags while you were drawing them?
Yeah. But it took me 3 classes to get it to the point where it was decent. So yeah.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could do charcoal drawing together as a thing.
Yeah. We're just having all sorts of ideas today.
I know.
Thanks,
The more
Jennifer's
the merrier.
show for inspiring.
Actually, we should write that down.
We should write that down. Okay, I'll write that down.
A Christmas, I know. Usually it's on the other side of the desk. Anyway, Corbin.
Yeah.
So Corbin,
Corbin,
one of three. It was a collection series basically, or one piece of artwork with 3 pieces.
Yep.
We did break it up for the show, so here we are with the first one.
Yeah. It's just so much nicer and easier to see all of the details.
Definitely, I wanted them to be this
large. And, yeah, detailed.
Yeah, this.
Is that not the word? Sorry.
Yeah, it was not the one I was going for, but that's fine.
I'm sorry.
Jennifer's artwork is very detailed.
It is.
Jennifer pays a lot of attention to detail. The eyes are always great. We're going to see a lot of eyes in the show. They're really nicely executed. And I don't draw animals, like, ever.
Except that couple of times you drew animals, but
yeah,
I don't usually do animals.
I usually don't draw animals.
You
so
do
I really
people.
appreciate. Yes.
You do the other hard thing, which is people.
I do the other hard thing.
It's like, yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is sold as a set. So 500 for the set.
For the set.
Let me just double check that everything's in focus here. Okay, great. I just want to make sure. Trials and tribulations of doing an online show,
yes.
you guys.
We haven't figured out like the exact formula yet
Here
to be able to just leave everything the way it is and come back to it and have it
Corbin was a series. Feathers are really nicely done.
Oh, they're rendered very, very well.
Like the shadowing here, that's nice and deep.
Great texture.
Charcoal relief, huh? Or is it relief? Charcoal subtractive charcoal?
Subtractive charcoal. So she lays down the charcoal and then uses different erasers, kneaded erasers, gum erasers, vinyl erasers to pull the charcoal back up, and then she'll lay in, her hard crisper lines and then kind of smudge them out and add. Yeah, no, it's great.
Wonderful.
I actually own. It's not in this show, but I own one of her pieces.
Oh.
It's a cat skull.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh, okay.
It was in my studio.
That's really
before.
great. Yeah, I do. I know which one it is. Yeah. Now that I think about it.
Yep.
So Corbin is one piece, one collection. It's a set. Great.
So great. My dad would appreciate that.
The Corbin?
Yeah.
The crows?
He got his doctorate in zoology,
Oh.
in ornithology specifically, so he knows lots about birds.
Yes.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven.
Yeah, a little bit. I meant to ask her where the name Corbin came from.
Yeah.
I'll have to bring that up at some point.
Jennifer, if you're here, please
Jennifer,
let us know.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. More birds.
More birds.
Ironically.
Kelly's birds.
Aw.
Not
is Kelly a
for sale.
place? Oh, is Kelly a person?
I think Kelly's a person. I think it's her daughter. I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like the bird here that's kind of squawking.
He's talking. He's like, hey, hey.
His open mouth.
Yeah. No, they're very realistic. It's not like cookie cutter birds. They definitely have different personalities.
Yeah, that's what's nice about using charcoal. I mean, I've seen some really beautiful graphite work, don't get me wrong. There's a lot that goes into that. And I can see these birds hanging out outside my window making a bunch of noise. Laughing and squawking.
At like 4 a.m. when the sun starts to come up.
So what's impressive to me is I have a hard time pushing my values.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Yeah.
And I was told that a lot. So this like really light value here of the bird, and then the dark shadowing behind the bird, or maybe like the coloring of the bird, and then like the background are all extremely differentiated.
Yeah, you can tell that they're different things.
Yes,
it's not like a
Yes.
Yeah.
What's up, Alyssa? Thanks for
Alyssa!
joining us.
Yay, Alyssa!
Yeah, and I have a hard time doing that, and I just really appreciate this bird here with his nice pushed values. And I can't tell if this is like a wire. Yay! Does she love birds? Hearts birds. Yes. Well, now we're on to a different one. Looks like street art.
It's street art. I do like this one a lot.
I like street art in general.
Looks like a photograph, to be honest.
Right, but now it's a charcoal drawing.
It is.
So I'm wondering if it was originally a reference.
I'm sure it was a reference that she actually saw. That either she took a photo of or remembered and recreated.
Yeah, doing, art of found objects or found imagery, in this case the graffiti. I was always really drawn to graffiti. Honestly, still when I go anywhere and I see graffiti on like trains, I get excited. Some of it's really good.
I was in Ballard the other weekend, and there was this alleyway. Cliff was taking photos for his photography class, and there was an alleyway full of amazing graffiti. Some of it wasn't great, but like a lot of it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated seeing all of those things. So, more eyeballs. Oh my gosh.
Eyeballs.
The reflection of the lashes in the tiger's eye.
Yes.
I have been drawing eyes since I started doodling on corners of paper, and that is one thing that I've never been able to incorporate into my artwork. Is that like realistic, reflection stuff?
Making it look real.
Cool.
Yeah, it is so cool.
Really cool.
Thanks, Nadine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is really cool. Yeah. They're really nicely done. So dragon, though, dragons are mythical, so it's more of a interpretation of what a dragon eyeball would look like, which kind of reminds me of a goat or a lizard.
Yeah, because of the up and down. Yep,
lizard
iris.
The tiger is really focused in. Pupils, it must be a bright day.
Right.
Good relief
and
charcoal.
the texture and the fur is just great too.
Good eyeballs. We're gonna see more eyes today. Here we are. Yep. Reptile eyes, the viper.
There are a set of these that I believe it's a series more than they're not sold together, but they are definitely done together.
The framing's nice. Cool. I like the framing as well, and with this.
Which is why you left it.
I definitely left it. Yeah, it was included with the submission, so I did. Yeah, we did. We added this white border to everything, but I guess I could have removed that. I don't mind it.
No, I like it.
I don't mind it.
Well, and it helps the actual gallery look more like a gallery, which is cool.
Honestly, I wish that everything was framed all the time, but not any bashing on our artists. I just
no.
Well, some of it can't be framed. I mean, giant canvas pieces don't always get framed.
No.
So.
Not unless you want to spend like $1,000.
It would be cool to like virtually represent a gallery where we had like wall space with actual artwork on it that was potentially framed, that had you could like walk around and check it all out. That would be super good. I enjoyed this reptile eyes gecko.
Ooh, that one's really cool.
The eyeball is interesting. Eyeballs are interesting. It's like staring into the soul of another thing.
It really isn't. I believe Jennifer does a wonderful job of making it feel realistic and three-dimensional, and as though something is kind of trapped in a box staring out at you instead of just a flat image on the page.
I almost feel inspired. I was feeling inspired recently after looking at all these eyes to do some more stuff with eyes. Not sure. I should have wrote it down because I got the idea in the car the other day and was like, oh, that would be really cool. And then I completely forgot what it was. It was like maybe I was going to do like watercolor portraits of like albino eyeballs.
Ooh.
Which an artist that I really love, his name is Michael Hazar.
Okay.
He's an oil painter.
Do that.
I don't know where he lives, but I think he's an American artist. Might be a European artist. I don't know. His artwork is wonderful, and he does eyes all the time, and they're really spooky. And they're usually like of goats, like albino goats, and they always look like they're crying. And they're oil paintings, and they're wonderful. And they're like 4 inches by 4 inches, and they're framed in like gaudy, ornate frames.
Oh, geez, that's
wonderful.
Great.
But reminds me of that a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, these are black and white, but this looks great. The texture on the frame and the texture on the reptile, the crocodile in this case, matches really nicely.
It does.
It's a little ornate with the frame and the wiggly jigglies, but this one kind of looks like an eyeball.
But, well, and I don't feel that one detracts from the other either. I think they complement each other really well.
They do.
Yeah, it's great.
I think this one is the most successful one to me.
The croc one?
Yeah, I like the eyeball shape the most on this one. Okay. Obviously, that's just
personal preference.
Yeah. It's very alluring.
Well, if you wanted to buy it, you could.
That's right. I could buy it for $150. I could buy this one for $150 and this one for $150. All framed, ready to go, people. Come on. Christmas is coming up.
And they're small. They're not small, but they're not like massive people's. Yeah, they're not. But they're
8
not
by 10's good. No, they're not massive. No. We have shown some massive work. I mean, our last artist did sculptural works, and I mean, none of those are for sale.
I don't think anybody
Any
knows.
I
don't know how you would put any of those in a space. I guess if you had a huge white wall in your house.
Sure.
Just lean up one of the
or a gallery.
or a gallery.
A quick funny story. So, actually, we'll get through this, but there was a gallery. No, actually, I did. Yeah. Funny story time. So, up in Seattle, I hang out with a friend, and my friend lives in Wallingford. And in Wallingford, we would walk by this guy's home, I guess. There was like a storefront-looking front area with like glass and a bunch of knickknacks that were like very artistic and like sculptural and like weird. And some of them were objects, and some of them were like, I don't even know, super strange. And one day we walked by, and the guy was standing in the doorway smoking a cigarette. And my friend says to him, "Hey man, sweet art gallery." And the guy goes, "This is my living room." So he like bought this like storefront area in Wallingford that is no longer what it was intended for.
That's hilarious.
And it was his front window, but it was blocked off on the back, so he could like change out the artwork and stuff or like whatever. And every time we walk by, it's different.
That's really cool.
I love it. The guy obviously has nothing.
Can you? I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, can you imagine living a life where you changed up your whole front window every day?
No, because I don't have time for that. Maybe it's not every day. Maybe it's weekly or monthly.
But even so,
yeah, I know it's
really cool.
it's really great actually.
I'm
like,
so glad that he exists in this world doing that for everybody else.
Definitely.
Because I don't have this. I don't have the.
Well, now here we have ropes.
We have ropes. Yeah.
The texture on the rope
so
is brilliant. This one here though looks like a cattail. Is that a
it
secret?
Does. I think it's a different kind of rope. I look at it and I think like nautical, and I know that there are some that that are like oiled more and they're made differently, so it could be
like
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, if it was a boat, they would all be considered line.
I mean, knot tying is an art. When we first started the gallery, I made a joke saying, if someone who like ties fancy knots for a living wants to photograph them and send it to us as an art show, I'd be into that.
Yeah.
I would accept that.
We got some rope.
And here we are. It comes full circle every time.
Every time.
Everything is charcoal. This is... No, that's not true. Kim did all acrylic paintings, right?
She did.
All
acrylic paintings.
And these are all charcoal.
The only person who's done two separate styles was Matt Cross. He did line art drawings.
Matt Lacrosse.
Oh. Did I just say Cross?
I think so. It doesn't matter.
I meant to say Lacrosse.
Yes.
Anyway, he does line art and photography.
Yes.
But this is charcoal.
That's right. That's right.
I love it. I think it's great.
Also, very ominous. Ominous window. Now...
It's a lighthouse window?
Is it a lighthouse
window? A lighthouse window.
Window, lighthouse. Oh, that would make sense. I'm like, that reflection looks really close. Like the wall is very close to the inside of that.
Well, and it's the light hitting the wall through the things as opposed to light being reflected off of the glass.
It might be from an above window actually coming down.
Look at
and
you.
we're
with like beams in the way.
Yeah, there's like beams and light coming down at an angle from the sky.
Love it.
From another window up higher on the lighthouse. That's my guess. The texture of the lighthouse is nice.
It comes off very very stucco or
it looks like stone.
Or stone.
The texture does look like stone.
It does.
Good technique.
So good.
Good technique.
Very simple, very like Georgia O'Keeffe. These are very
window
without the color, but yeah.
Hatteras Lighthouse.
Hatteras Lighthouse.
Hatteras. Is that a local lighthouse? Do we know?
I don't know. Cape probably.
Very dynamic
light.
Not. Source here and very spooky window.
I know. There's kind of like a reflection of something
spooky
in it.
It's too scary for me.
It's Nosferatu.
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 It's the hash-slinging slasher.
There you go.
Yeah, very dynamic light. Good use of contrast.
Although that might be the twisty part, the red and white.
Ew.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would
could
make
be
perfect
shadow.
sense. That would make really good sense.
But either way, it looks great. Pushing those contrasts. Which is
another great angle.
That is really great. And consistent. Very consistent.
Do you ever do this? You ever go in the woods and look up?
Sometimes. I wish I did it more often.
You know what people don't do a lot is they don't look up. A lot of people take a walk and they stare at the ground. Or they're looking at their cell phone, which is unfortunate.
Or straight ahead of them, but like where they're going. But nobody ever looks up.
Nobody ever looks up.
Nope.
Somebody told me that once. So, like, if you looked up more, you might notice more things. then I looked up like that weekend and saw some weird shit happening in the window. So great.
Yay.
Maybe I should shield my eyes. The perspective, you know, people don't usually look up, so having this perspective is whimsical.
It is whimsical.
It's at Wallace Falls. I feel like I've been to Wallace Falls.
I've never been to Wallace Falls.
This one's also not for sale.
Not for sale.
11 by 14.
So many private collectors. I love it.
It's always good to have private collectors.
It is.
New River Gorge Bridge.
New River. I think that might be supposed to be Gorge.
Is this a waterfall? Oh, Gorge. Sorry.
Gorge. Yeah, no, you're fine. No, I think that's just the rock face on the other side.
Mm.
But it's still very pretty.
Bridges are wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
They're wonderful structures. They do really good things.
More forced perspective, which is really nice.
More forced perspective, yes.
Yeah.
A great anatomical illustration.
Oh, I love autonomy.
Anatomy.
Anatomy.
Yes.
Anatomy is definitely in rendered artistically. I really do enjoy anatomy.
I have drawn so many bones.
I need to draw more bones so that I can draw people better.
Okay.
It's literally the best way to learn to draw people is to draw their bones.
That's one way.
I feel like that's a good way.
It helps give you an idea of the way that form-producing structures look on the outside of the body.
Yeah.
Like your face.
Yeah.
Like your zygomatic arch. Mm-hmm. Like, now that when you see it underneath.
She's pointing at her cheek.
I'm pointing at my cheek.
You didn't know what she was talking about.
Once you know where that's at and you see that, you see it all the time.
Yeah.
The best way to draw people is to draw people from life. I think is probably the most.
Nadine says yes, you have. When you said you've drawn.
Yes, I have drawn a lot of bones.
A lot of bones.
Nadine is my mother, and she would know.
She would.
Thank you. I have a skeleton in the closet, actually.
At your parents' house?
No, here.
Oh, here?
Oh, dude, my parents' house? Are you kidding me? There was like this sealed bucket of bones that was putrid. My dad was like, I'm going to have to take it out in the woods and bury it because he was afraid to throw it into a dumpster. So sorry about that.
Whoever it was. Oh my
Forgive
goodness.
me. Oh, the one that's on the flyer.
The one that's on the flyer. Abai octopus.
Octopus are great. The suckers are nicely done.
They are.
The eyeball, again, is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's not
They
cool.
also really have goat-like eyes.
They do
in
have
some
goat-like eyes.
Instances, yeah.
I wonder which creature I wonder which creature's eyeball changes the most. See, I don't know. Octopus do some weird stuff, though. Honestly, I think this is my favorite piece. And I did use it for the flyer, and not because I was biased, but I thought it was a very successful piece of artwork.
It is a very successful piece.
And the fact that it's oval-shaped, which is a tondo.
Coming back around, for those of you who have joined us before.
If this frame was like silver, that would be
really cool. It definitely, I like how it looks like it's pushing up against the glass. Like it's in a container.
It does look contained.
Mm-hmm. It's very emotive.
Well, octopus can escape their container, so.
They can. And then crawl back in later.
Abby's gonna break out. Mount Rainier.
Mount Rainier.
I see this mountain every day.
I also see it every day, and now that I live in Puyallup, it feels a hell of a lot closer. It's definitely bigger. At least it feels bigger.
It occasionally brings me to tears.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sometimes seeing its mighty, mighty mountainness makes me tear up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's invigorating.
I need to go and actually go to Mount Rainier. I don't think I've ever actually been to, like, the park before. Oh. I need to fix my life.
Are these boat structures?
Yeah. It's a marina.
It's a marina, yeah.
Mm-hmm. If it's
the mountain's looking snowy, just like always.
So good. I went to a paint and sip and did a Mount Rainier. It turned out okay. Bogey!
Adorable.
So cute.
That's pretty fun. Mm-hmm. The dog has an interesting expression.
It does. Once again, didn't ask her about... Oh, and it's in a cone. I just realized he's making a face. That's really cute.
Silly.
I have a picture of my dachshund very similar to that. When
you should draw him. You should do an illustration of him looking all big old doggy eyes at you, making silly things.
Oh, goodness.
Aw. I think that's the last piece in the gallery, you guys. Oh, yeah, we're back at Corbin number one.
Back at Corbin number one.
Uh-oh.
Whoop, there it goes.
Wow.
Yep. Thank you, Jennifer.
We're getting close to the end of the Heirloom Hour, so maybe we should show the interview that Jennifer did.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know what, 12 minutes long?
8 minutes long.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it'll be all right. We'll have plenty.
All right, so up next we have Jennifer's interview. Mm-hmm. So sit tight, learn a little bit about her process, her style, and how she feels about art, and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
My name is Jennifer Moore, and I am from the Eastern Shore of Maryland, but I've been out here for the last 5 years, and mostly I work with charcoal, eraser lifts specifically is what I do most of the time. Mm-hmm. I have always been interested in art. Of course, I think that that's fairly normal for artists, and but I never really thought that I would be good enough to be a fine artist. So even though I loved art as a child, I had a design kind of mind from the very beginning, like 12. So I wound up doing a whole different pursuit. It wasn't really in the fine art realm, but I've always I've loved it. So here I am. Well, if it was something sort of like this, I don't know, I would just do like the general kind of shape of what I don't want to have drawn in. And like I use charcoal this is actually, I probably found it on the beach or...
Here, bring it in. Yeah,
bring
the... Yep. Cool. We found it on the beach.
That's cool.
Yeah. Or it's something that I burnt in the backyard or whatever.
Oh, cool.
It's just regular charcoal. I also, use vine charcoal, but especially for my background, it's just whatever I find. This is a kneaded eraser. Needs to be kneaded a little bit more than it is right now. But then you can go back in and put your highlights in with the eraser. So really the technique is just you lay it in, you smear it on, you take it back off again, and then you lay more layers on top of it. And that's how I wind up with all of the details is if I want it to stay white, I don't like to use white charcoal, so I like to keep the paper white. And that's why I just kind of map out where the regions are going to be. And then I use whatever I can to smooth it out and then erase. And then you go back in and draw more lines back in to give your more detail.
You can smudge that.
And then you can smudge that, and then you can add more. So, largely OCD is probably what makes me have the patience for it. And actually, these pieces are me trying to not be so detailed. So I just, it's just who I am. It's just I can't help but put the details in. So. Yes and no. Mostly it's kind of like an example of life. Like I go through the same thing with each art piece that I go through in life in general. There's always some part that isn't going the way that I wanted to. It's not what I wanted it to be at all. I get angry with it. I walk away for a little while and come back and you know, it's all about just sticking with it and persevering and learning how to deal with the mistakes. They're all successful in their own ways. The things that I tried to do with them is what I achieved. So, like I don't have a favorite or.
You know.
I enjoy working on the octopus one. It has a lot of textures in it, and that I was really pleased with how it turned out. Plus, that's the only oval one I've ever done, so that was fun too. I've worked in just about everything, not too much through 3D, but I don't like oil painting so much. I don't like the feel of it, but acrylic paints I do. I like to do jewelry, working with beads. I'll play around with just about anything though. I just did a couple of pieces that I used hair chalk instead of yeah, I had hair chalk. So yeah, there's hair chalk and charcoal put together. It's an odd combination. It's all anxiety. I don't know if I can separate out artistic anxiety, but I think overall just not feeling I'm good enough. I mean, that's kind of for everything. Just I never really allowed myself to think that I could be an artist. I was okay with being a designer, but not an artist. So that's what I'm still working on now. I'm trying to not be so detailed all the time, so I really do want to try to loosen up, and I think that will help me. That will be the therapy that, you know, we were talking about earlier, that's what I need, is to just get out there and loosen up and not be so controlling about everything. Well, contact me directly. That's the best thing to do. But 253 Collective, I do have permanent display there, so you know you can go through that collective as well. Uh, 253 Collective has been around for I think 9 years. I think this might be the 10th year. They are on Jefferson and right by the Big W for University of Washington, and we are open on Saturdays. It's just a group of local artists. We all run our own kind of business out of that building, and it just gives us an opportunity to show our work, sell our work, and have an office space that we can use whenever we need to. You can just go onto the website, and there's membership information on there and how to join up.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I love her so much.
Jennifer was our first artist that we interviewed in person, so that was really cool.
She is. She came here and we interviewed her here, and it was great.
Here is my house. My living establishment, in case they don't know. In case you don't know where we're at.
Yeah,
I know that
we're at Ashley's
wall
house.
is deceiving.
Yep, we're at some unknown location based on the stuff behind us. Eventually, we should be streaming from my house.
Because Kate just bought a house,
We're
and
gonna
she's going to have
a
space.
sound booth for it. It's going to be so cool.
We're so excited.
I'm really excited.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
So much.
Glad that you're here.
Once again, if you want
We
to donate.
appreciate your support.
Yep, always.
Kate and I are doing great, actually, personally and with the gallery.
Yeah.
It's more of like a personal goal at this point for us to just do it and have fun with it. And
we get it done every month. It's really
we
good.
meet on
We're here for each other. We meet on Mondays.
yes.
And we are very consistent about that.
Which is
And
good.
if we don't meet on Mondays, we meet some other day of that week. We usually don't put it off too far.
Yeah, but surprisingly, we put
What?
13 hours a month into this.
Yeah.
So
No, it's great.
that's what we're doing.
We will pay ourselves eventually.
We will pay ourselves eventually.
Yeah.
Help us get
Help
paid.
us.
Help spread the word.
Spread the word. Help us pay
Submit
ourselves
to
for
our
this.
online group show.
Yep.
Share knowledge. be involved.
Please.
Support local art.
Donate.
Don't
On
forget.
Yep.
$30
will get you a t-shirt.
$30.
They're really nice. Which are made by locally made.
We're probably going to do another round of shirts after this that will be actually for sale.
Yes.
We would like to have a site where we make sales. Maybe an Etsy. Big Cartel's an option.
Mm-hmm. I think Etsy's probably best.
Etsy's fine. Yeah, Etsy's good. Etsy's easy. I already know how to use that. So.
Yeah. And put it in a Wix website, so that's great.
It does integrate into Wix. We're currently using Wix.
Yeah. If you like our website, check it out. We've gotten through most of it without... Do we pay a subscription?
Yes.
Okay.
For the
you
website?
can do it for free, though, can't you?
You can do it for free.
Up to a certain extent.
They do not sponsor us, but
No.
if they did...
If they magically really cool. Find our video and are like, oh my god, you talked about us. If you talk about us every time, we'll give you money.
Maybe YouTube will keyword it and be like,
right,
and like slap us right in there.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
Eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
When we're rich and famous, it's gonna happen.
I hear that a lot.
It's literally only been not even a whole year. So
I know. Episode 5.
Happen.
We started this project in January, and here we are. And we are trying to hit the ground running and get some more stuff done.
We're doing so good.
If you like our live stream, please let us know.
Yeah.
You know, this is basically a podcast.
If you like anything that we do, please let us know. If you don't like anything that we do, let us
also
know nicely.
let us know.
I mean, let us know, but like critique.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, constructive criticism is always
any feedback is going to be good for us.
We're not popular enough to be getting like hate comments, so I guess that's the but we don't have to do that.
I'm above that, so we would block you.
Actually, there's this girl that I saw on TikTok who she like she reads and rates her hate comments.
Ooh.
So it's like you turn them around and be like, well, screw you.
Please do not send your negative vibes our way.
But
if you do, I am block button happy.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't play no games.
No, it's great.
I'm a grown woman.
Yep. You're a grown woman.
If you know of anywhere in the Tacoma, Seattle area that has a space that you could share with us that either is leasing, renting, or looking to have an art show, please let us know. If you would like to have an art show and you own a business, or I don't care, we can have an art show in a yard. We could do an art show in someone's driveway by putting up fake walls.
Yeah.
And having an outdoor barbecue.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We could just go to Wright Park and set up a wall with some artwork on it and hang out.
Yeah. We can get a permit for that. That sounds great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you can do whatever you want at Wright Park.
You
can't serve alcohol and you can't sell stuff. You need permits to sell stuff and you need permits to serve alcohol or sell anything.
All right.
You would need a business license to make sales and you would need a permit for
I'm sure you'd still have to talk to the city about it. Anyway,
there was like a barbecue happening there last week.
That's fair. Like, I guess if it was like super low key and like not a big deal, you could do whatever you wanted.
Well, if we have a local art show, please join us. We'll let you know. We'll keep you in touch. And thanks for joining us.
Thanks, you guys. We love you.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Yeah. Bye.